Infrastructure development is a key driver of economic growth. It boosts productivity and fosters development by laying foundational structures such as roads, bridges, power, water, and communication utilities. The region is able to advance its economy through basic structures that will support the region's goal for a better quality of life for its people. Sound infrastructure facilitates access to services and mobility of people and goods within and outside the region. It allows connectivity and ensures the availability of power and water supply, offers reliable information and communications technology, and provides good quality and disasters resilient social infrastructure. It provides a solid foundation that enables all development strategies to be laid on the ground to support the growth of the regional economy. In 2017, 3,028.76 kilometers of national roads in the region were paved. A total of 744 permanent bridges were built, of which 587 are concrete and 157 are made of steel. The province of Antique has the most number with 136 bridges. The region has two international airports, one in Iloilo and the other in Calibo. It has three domestic airports in Rojas City, Silay City, Malay Aklan, and the latest secondary airport to open is in San Jose Antique. There are 11 major seaports, accommodating more than half of total foreign vessels coming in the Visayas area. Western Visayas is host to various renewable energy projects. There are 2 wind power projects located in Guimaras and Aklan, 5 solar power projects, and 1 hydroelectric power generator. Coal serves as a reliable energy source, enhancing the region's baseload capacity. The region's 1.3 million households have access to safe water with processed groundwater, mainly used for domestic purposes. 55% of irrigable hectares of farm areas are covered by irrigation facilities. Flooding due to overflowing of rivers and ineffective drainage systems remain to be checked in some areas of the region. About 875,000 households have access to complete basic sanitation and domestic sewer systems. Facilities for disposal of liquid and toxic substances are being developed, especially in the region's hospital and tourist destination areas. Social infrastructure enhances the delivery of basic social services for health, education, and housing. A number of socialized housing projects have been established to take care of families displaced by infrastructure projects. Property development for residential subdivisions and high-rise condominiums has been mushrooming to cater to the middle class and high-end market. As of 2018, there are 4 DOH retained hospitals, 6 provincial hospitals, and 143 rural health units, and 1,979 barangay health stations in the region. Data on health manpower show that there is 1 medical doctor for every 30,000 population in the region, and 1 public health nurse for every 17,000. The average sitting ratio for elementary public schools is 1 desk for every pupil in the region. 85% of elementary schools and 60% of secondary schools have access to clean water and toilet facilities. The region's infrastructure sector faces challenges that could impede its growth. In terms of land transportation, roads and bridges need to be improved to provide comfortable and swift transit to commuters. Road signs and luminous paints need to be installed to guide drivers and ensure their safety to their destination. Urban centers must have effective traffic management that will reduce congestion and delays in travel. For sea and air transport, there is a need to rationalize the port facilities in the region to avoid the underutilization of ports. Fish ports are not managed well and often are not given due attention. The region intends to phase out small wooden bangkas along navigational roads that expose passengers and vessels to security risks. Bus, seaports, and airport terminals need upgrading to international standards to ensure the convenience and ease of travel among visitors and tourists. Poor information and communication technology is more pronounced in rural areas, affecting transmittal of information that will be useful and valuable for the farming and fishing communities. Weak signals and high cost of internet providers affect the productivity of workers and businesses in urban areas. Being in the end of the Visayas grid, Western Visayas still face high costs of power. Remote areas in the highlands, hinterlands, and islands need alternate source of energy to power residential houses and support small industries. New sources of water supply must be identified to regulate the over-extraction of groundwater. Better irrigation practices like water catchment, drip, efficient time water, release schedules will be promoted to ensure supply for farms and orchards. Due to increasing population and rural to urban migration, the demand for socialized and low-cost housing is steadily increasing. There is a need to design and develop affordable housing projects for low-income families and to socialize housing for the urban poor. The region needs to further increase its hospital bed capacities, upgrade its medical equipment, establish more laboratories, especially in the district hospitals. Mobile clinics will reach out to far-flung areas. Some public schools still do not have access to clean water and sanitation facilities, while others are located in hazard-prone areas, making the facility at risk to pupils and students. Dilapidated and congested jails prevail in the 35 BJMP facilities in the region. In 2015, the congestion rate was 199%. The Western Visayas Regional Development Plan has set strategies to accelerate the region's infrastructure development. It is through the strengthening of connectivity and mobility, faster communication, the assurance of reliable and adequate power and water supply, and meeting social infrastructure standards that will propel economic growth and enhance the development and empowerment of the people in the region. The first strategy seeks to enhance connectivity and mobility. It will focus on the improvement of transport links, giving special attention to the needs of those in vulnerable situations like women, children, persons with disability, and senior citizens. More amenities and facilities will be constructed for the comfort and convenience of passengers and motorists. The safety and security of local travelers and tourists will be given paramount importance. Likewise, ICT will be used to promote good governance and human resources development and to support marketing and product development. The second strategy aims to provide reliable and adequate power and water supply. This will be undertaken through the upgrade and installation of more transmission lines to maintain the reliability of adequate power supply. New water supply sources will be developed and water retention designs will be incorporated in major infrastructure projects. The third strategy strengthens the resiliency of communities. It will be realized through the adequacy and access to social infrastructures that are responsive to the needs of children, persons with disability, senior citizens, and gender concerns. The construction and maintenance of flood control systems using eco-efficient designs will be advanced. Major infrastructure projects to be pursued during the plan period include the Panay-Guimaras Negros Bridges, the Dumangas International Port Terminal, the Halaur River Multipurpose Project Stage 2, and the completion of critical road projects leading to production and tourism projects. The completion of studies for the Panay River Basin Integrated Development Project and the Panay Expressway with railway network will pave the way for their realization in the medium term. Necessary institutional arrangements and responsibilities have been defined and put into place to ensure that the strategies for the development of the infrastructure sector will be implemented and that the goals and targets are achieved, while the national government, through the different regional line agencies, will take charge of programs and projects, including regulatory and security responsibilities based on the respective mandates. The role of the local government units will be very crucial in carrying out its own funded programs, projects, and activities at the grassroots level. The achievement of these capital structures will transform Western Visayas into an attractive setting for economic growth to prosper and for people to enjoy a better place to live.